Hey there! Welcome back to Legendary TV. Name is Phil Legend, emphasis on the legend, and as you can see, I am back from college. It actually feels pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why it took me this long, because I just got out like 2 weeks ago. And I don't know why it took me this long to, oh, I forgot to click on the actual video. Because today, we are checking out Gru versus Megamind. Let's go do that, huh? But, yeah, like, oh, 3D? I mean, I'm not surprised at this point, but anyway. It's been like 2 weeks, yeah, like. And also, I just found out that Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen is up next. Like, he's about to fight someone. I don't know who. Even though I know, like, a lot of video games, anime, movies, and whatnot. I don't know. I really don't know. And I remember in my, like, Bakugo vs. Rize, I said Megamind would win. I really had to really think about this one. Because in terms of, like, gadgets and army, Megamind, like, he makes gadgets. Like, the dude makes, like, he's been making gadgets since he was a kid, and Gru, I mean, I don't think so. Like, yeah, he, like, made a rocket, but he had a lot of help. And he just never gets, I don't know, I would say, like, he doesn't get, like, he doesn't do most of the work. I don't even know what I'm saying. But, I don't know, because I was thinking about, like, Minions Rise of Gru. And, the dude was his boss. Like, Gru became a boss because he used somebody else's weapons. I mean, yeah, he has like a ice gun or whatever, but other than that, I don't even know. And Army, like the Minions and Despicable Me, they're immortal. But hey, let's check it out, shall we? Alright.
Gru versus Megamind.
You either die a despicable villain or live long enough to become an admirable hero.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
Would that be the other way around?
Who would win a death battle? Evil never dies. It merely goes dormant, waiting for a villain to arise and spread its name to the darkest corners of the earth.
Like a man so evil, he cuts in line at the coffee shop and makes balloon animals for kids and then pops them in their face. What a despicable man.
The world would surely tremble at his name, Gru.
Really? Just Gru? Doesn't have some sort of stage name or like doctorate or, you know?
Felonious Gru, son of the supervillain known as
Felonious?
Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Even as a small child, Gru had
Gru mail. That's something. That's his name? Felonious? Wow. Felonious. I never knew that. I thought Gru was a first name. What? Let's see. It's 11. Okay. 6. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, the dude got legs, like long legs. Jesus.
He could make rocket bikes, cheese rays, and this
cheese rays. That too.
His arsenal grew even more with the help of his new best buddy, Dr. Nefario. See? Now that's a supervillain name. Come on, man.
Yeah.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets grew gadgets. Flamethrowers, sticky fingers, fantastic entertainment for 2-year-olds, and a fully weaponized airship. Though I must question this thing's aerodynamics.
It's loaded up with ring-mounted machine guns, a rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the impressive firepower, Gru's go.
Wait a minute.
atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the
How? Just like I know it's a cartoon, but I mean, it would make sense if a lot of missiles could just fit one side in here, but two? Or maybe they just set up like this. Like they kind of spaced out, and then it just maybe.
impressive firepower, Gru's go-to weapon seems to be his freeze ray, which can encase most people in ice with a single shot.
With his gadgets and gusto combined, and a little teaching from the School of Villainy, Gru started making strides in the underworld of evil. He swiped the crown jewels when he was only a kid, nabbed the New York City Jumbotron just for fun, and even stole both the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty.
From Las Vegas.
Yeah, Gru was bad, but he wasn't good at being bad. A lot of his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
The line dividing genius from moron is a thin one. Just look at us.
Oh yeah, my back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Regardless, while Gru may not have been the infamous villain he'd hoped, he did earn the loyalty of a few guys.
Minions.
Guys,
Yeah, guys, like little guys. There's Kevin, Bob, Stuart, Otto, Billy, Larry, John, Liam, Chad.
oh, the Minions! And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right, the Minions have existed since the dawn of life itself, over 3 billion years ago, and they all follow one instinct: to serve the biggest,
Boss.
baddest, most despicable villain they can find.
T-Rexes, Count Dracula, AI artists, whatever evil they can lay their grubby little
Crazy.
eyes on. Or just one eye. But finding their big boss was the easy part. Keeping them, not so much.
The amount of times
No.
the Minions have incidentally caused
They
the
just
death of
kill
their own
them.
bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The Minions witnessed Gru's villainy firsthand and decided that he would be the next big boss they follow.
It worked out like PB&J.
Oh yeah, they got everything. And there's also the Super Minions, Mega Minions. Dang, I don't even know. They also got superpowers too. So yeah, they're practically OP.
Because like
literally.
Gru, these guys do machines.
The Minions invented the fly swatter centuries before humans did. They somehow crafted light bulbs and instruments while
Jeez.
living in the Arctic.
Yeah, Mega
So,
Minions.
naturally, building Gru's absolutely massive evil lair proved a simple task.
They're geniuses. They once
The Minions speak Minions, their own polyglot language. For millennia, they spent traveling the world. I never thought of that. They just learn from other people speaking. I mean, that's cool. Don't have a
pulled off a
problem. Moving on.
jailbreak by building a flying machine out of prison outfits, vans, computers, and toilets. Aisle seaters are in shambles right now.
And they're seemingly invulnerable, having been smashed flat, set on fire, and exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths. But also, they're possibly immortal? Kevin here has been around since the dawn of their species, which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And their
More than
numbers
that.
keep increasing. Over 10,000 minions clock into work every day.
And yet, in a real work setting,
I thought it was more than that.
minutes.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a banana, a popsicle, a butt, or anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these guys love TikTok.
It's no wonder that, even with thousands of minions at his back, Gru still couldn't cut it as a supervillain. Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good, but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
Steal
The moon.
Easier said than done.
Oh no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more despicable weapon.
Now that I think about it, Gru is OP too. Like, this dude survived like a lot of things. Like, look at this. Dude got shot down by missiles. And yet he survived. I mean, yeah, Megamind fought Metro Man. Probably like a similar level to Superman. But even then, like, I know it's a cartoon. You gotta do what you want. But look at this. And dude survived this. Like, come on now.
Gru required a new, even more despicable weapon.
Children, specifically adopting 3 girls. And somehow it worked. Crime of the century, here we go.
Tragic that through all the dance recitals and unicorns, Gru discovered the joys of fatherhood.
Oh, story of my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, out with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But even though he turned a new leaf for his daughters, Gru wasn't done commanding his minion army. Now he'd just do it as not a villain by joining the Anti-Villain League.
The AVL hooked him up with lipstick tasers and goop grenades, mini submarines and high-tech cars, and some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent experimental procedures to become
Mega
more
Minions.
powerful than before. The Mega Minions.
Tim stretches. Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry, Dave. Jerry became an indestructible brick monster
Thing.
who eats live bombs. He's my favorite. And Mel's new laser eye can blast through the planet and hit a satellite on the other side in less than a second.
Cyclops.
Calculating its speed across the Earth, that's 5% the speed of light.
So, Gru's true calling wasn't being a villain at all. He's an anti-villain, and he's good at it too. This guy can dodge heat-seeking missiles and casually punch out a shark in one shot. All 'cause
There we
he's
go.
in full dad mode.
But the most
He
incredible
locked
element
in.
here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him. The minions' love for Gru is so
They're that
strong,
loyal.
it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still see greatness in him, even
That is
now.
crazy.
After all, Felonious Gru will go to the moon and back to keep his family safe. Wait, Kevin, don't touch that button!
Okay, Megamind should be up next, but there is a chance that it got totally nuked by DreamWorks since they hit our preview last week.
Don't worry,
Oh.
we have a plan. You can watch the complete Gru vs. Megamind episode on deathmetal.gg. That's our website. It's linked below. It has every
You know what
episode
now?
of Death Metal uncut, unfiltered, uncensored. Even the weird ones.
It's kind of like our own private Patreon with memberships that support the show directly. And for this week, you can get a membership for a month for free by using the code PRESENTATION. All caps. That's important.
Being a member gets all sorts of extra goodies and behind-the-scenes stuff, but the important thing is you'll be able to watch the unaltered Gru vs. Megamind episode for free.
So head to deathmetal.gg right now and use code PRESENTATIon for a free month of membership. All caps.
Too late for that.
What happens when the villain wins? On a grim, dark day, the citizens of Metro City learned the horrifying answer to that question. When their hero, their Metro Man, was lost forever. Bested by the fearsome super
Kinda.
destined for greatness, Megamind.
Cause if your rival's name is gonna be that on the nose, you better match that energy. Their feud goes way back to when they escaped their dying planet Superman style, and immediately got in each other's way.
While Metro Baby landed in a nice and cozy home, he caused the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars. What kind of city
That-
would make the kid...
Which that is crazy work. It's actually kind of sad too. Like, you telling me that the cops didn't just... So they just kind of keep him? You telling me the cops didn't just take him to like a I don't know, like a foster home or something? I mean, it is alien, so probably Area 51. So like... Or maybe the prisoners just kind of kept him without the cops noticing. Maybe that's it, but man, that's just
Stay in
sad.
jail.
It wasn't as bad as you'd think. He was a perfect fit for the Metrocity prison for the criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But while everyone outside bars loved that new kid who could fly, they weren't too keen on the boy with the big blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So if he was going to be the bad guy no matter what, why not embrace it and become a true supervillain?
Huh, sounds kinda like you. Megamind is a genius inventor.
Unknown. Huh, never thought of that. Bold as usual. Machi a villain? It might be a Mega Man medium I don't know of, but
Creating
okay.
weapons to stage prison breaks before he could even talk.
It does sound like me. With a bit of tutoring from Machiavellian in the ways of wrongdoing, he got to.
Oh no.
Does sound
Is
like
that from Mega
With a
Man
bit of
Rules?
Tutoring from Machiavellian in the ways.
It looked like it's from Megamind Rules, the show. Okay, it might be canon for Dev Battle, but not my head canon. We just don't talk about the Mega Man sequel or the show in here. Like even if you mention the sequel or the show, the door is right over there. We don't mention that right here. We only talk about the first movie and the short.
Of wrongdoing, he got to work on his crime-starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And Megamind's got everything he needs. An invisible car for getaways, assuming he can find the thing. A hoverbike for flying and shooting at the same time, if he can multitask. Lasers, bombs, bubble guns, baseball bats, jet boots, and more galore.
But his go-to...
Oh, he had a comic?
A laser pistol with various possible
Huh.
effects, such as destroying,
I might read that.
decelerating, demoralizing, de-locking, de-gravity thing.
I wouldn't expect a guy calling himself Megamind to have the best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes for easy storage, though they can be returned to normal with a drop of water.
With
The
water.
whole mind thing running with his horde of henchmen, the brain bots. These mini mechs follow Megamind's every command, even pulling off the most incredible drone show you've ever seen in your life.
Presentation, baby.
Commentary is made up of over 100,000 brain bots. Though, ironically, I wouldn't call his brain bots
A lot more
smart.
than minions.
That designation goes to Megamind's proper minion, Minion.
He
Minion.
serves
Yeah.
many roles for Megamind.
Minion's intelligence is on par with Megamind's. He has recreated the same technology and has even battled equally against him when turned evil. When turned evil? Have they always been evil? Like to a point he crashes out or something? I don't know.
Sidekick, guy in the chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The best fish friend you could have in your plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th time this week. Or for the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
He did it! Thanks to his most powerful invention of all,
He did it!
a little death ray that could shatter mountains, Metro City's hero had fallen. It was Megamind's time to rule.
And he had no idea what to do next. With Metro Man dead, what was even the point?
Clearly, he needed a new superhero to fight. And apparently, he could just make that happen. With his diffuser gun, he injected
Somehow,
the diffuser with Metro
he's
Man's
him.
DNA, turning him into Metro Man 2.0, Titan.
Megamind even trained him himself, using his disguise generator and
Is it
expert
Titan?
acting skills. What a performer! But for all his smarts, Megamind is a terrible judge of character. When Titan turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero to save it.
Metro City.
Thanks to some encouragement from an old friend, rival, who wasn't
Music
actually
Man.
dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers. Thanks to some encouragement from a very
He just
experienced
wanna
friend,
retire.
Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey, he had the moxie for it. Megamind's tanked explosions and dodged electric blasts. Titan was strong enough to toss around a skyscraper, and Megamind put up a solid fight with his mech armor.
A suit specifically designed to mimic the pilot's movements, whether it be lamppost sword fighting, busting a move, or being surprisingly stealthy.
And with quick thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
So the city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero. I guess. We
I
didn't
guess.
have any better options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero seriously. He even built a
The Atlantic Ocean and the Jello? Might be either the show or the comic. I just haven't checked out yet, but man, that's crazy. And like mech suits? Another timeline.
ability
Okay.
mimicked Metro Man's strength, flight, and X-ray vision.
Now, the D-gun is used to make runaway bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His portal bazooka is excellent for saving people from out-of-control cars. And while the Death Ray might not have been a hero killer, it's certainly great at blowing up giant evil robots.
And Minion was all for it.
Actually, once they went nice, Minion had to legally change his name to Old Chum because of some other Minion-related thing.
What? You mean the yellow
Wow.
guys?
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
Sounds delicious. I'm still gonna call
Crazy.
you Minion. You can't break up this duo.
Even as Megamind uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instated a policy that anyone inconvenienced by a Megamind battle would receive a free cup of coffee. That sounds horrifically ripe for corruption.
But that's why there's so
Yeah.
many boxes everywhere. At least the brain bots
Maybe.
are covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose, even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of him.
There are multiple timelines after the first movie, each of which involve Megamind visiting the Doom Syndicate. In one timeline, he reforms them into a superhero team. Wow, that's crazy.
Though not
Wow.
without some self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. Use it!
Right.
Girlfriend, sidekick, and adoring fans to keep him going. It doesn't matter what sort of danger comes to town. Megamind will always rise up as the defender of Metrocity.
It's Metro,
Metro City.
City!
Wiz, what happened?
Alright, it's time to check out the fight. Oh, you're gonna do it. Okay.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's do this.
Minions, prep the artillery! We're not letting him get away!
Aye, me boss.
Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys! Ha!
But they're both. Okay.
Minion, I'm going to need a new pair of pants.
Yes, sir. Sending you the Sunday Best package. Take this!
Yeah, why not?
Freeze ray!
A dark color scheme!
Strike ray!
Henchmen who look the same!
Laser gun!
Ingenious weaponry! You are certainly a real supervillain! You're just missing one!
Hey, new pair of pants.
And what might that be?
Asian.
Minions, assemble! And start the music!
This is kind of tough, I ain't gonna lie. What you gonna do, man?
Check that mark in the morning. No, hey! We just fixed that! Come on, sir! Smash him! Oh, hey, that's kinda cute!
Weave.
You dare challenge Megamind in my own Metrocity? Do you even know who I am?
Well, life is...
I don't know. You can say. Bro does not care. There they are. I was wondering where they were.
Now, as
Gum
you
rocket.
like to say, dehydration gun!
If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly!
Oh.
Okay.
Even
Thank you
saliva?
for the help.
I guess any kind of liquid. I guess.
Approaching. Getting there. Almost. Kinda. Maybe. On the way. Yes. Fire! Whoa!
That's one way to go about it.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
Remember this, villain! The good guys always win!
Lose.
This is
Oh.
how it's really done!
I said bad guys, what the heck?
Done!
Villain! You mean...
That's crazy!
Oh, wait a minute. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Understanding.
Huh?
Oh, wow. Instant kill. God dang.
Oh, work is going to kill me for this.
Yeah.
KO!
That is crazy.
Drew, 0.
Also, why is it that like the first thing they use? Like, come on, like instead of like dehydrating him, just turn him into a skeleton for instant win. That is one big flaw. Like if he gets a hand on your gun, who knows what will happen to you?
For Will Ferrell.
With so many chaotic factors in this fight, it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions,
Arsenal.
and skill.
In terms of weapon versatility, Megamind definitely
Megamind.
had much more to use. The D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas, and it's a lot for Gru to handle.
Just one
Yeah.
problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger in scope. Sure, Megamind's death ray could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out
Word! That's right. I always forget certain things, man. Okay, Machia villain used Megamind's Blinky to destroy a meteor with a 10-mile diameter. However, the moon has a diameter, of course, proving Gru's weaponry had much higher scale of effect. Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
And is much easier to use on top of it. Frankly, much of Megamind's deadliest weaponry would have little effect anyway.
Check this out. When
Yeah.
Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap so explosive it created a mushroom cloud based on the size of the blast.
And he
It's about
survived
4
it,
kills
mind
of
you.
TNT, and all those missiles fired at him from point-blank range.
Shockingly, that's about 38 times greater than Megamind's orbital death ray. And Gru kind of
okay.
just walked it off.
Survived,
Megamind's
right.
suit could take big hits like that, but Megamind himself? No.
So Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him,
Dehydrate
disintegrate
him.
freeze him, or even just turn off his gravity and send him flying into space, right?
Sure, though Gru does have some similar weaponry. As far as Arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower, but Megamind could potentially counter with the D-Gun's effects. It's a whoever shoots first wins situation. Their arsenal
Pretty
is
much.
fairly
So it's a tie.
But these guys
Okay.
aren't alone. Let's cover Gru's minions and Megamind's, minions.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions.
Yellow
is
minions
more
got
likely to
it.
take out a brain
Gru
bot.
got that
Sure,
one,
minions
clearly.
may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they can effortlessly hack.
Brain bots have successfully reprogrammed by others with less experience than the minions, so they should be able to as well.
Dismantle and rewire most machines, like, Megamind's brain bots.
And they just won't die. Certainly nothing the brain
Right.
bots have can take them out. For all we know, the minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one brain bot doesn't stand a chance against one minion, but there are far more brain bots than minions in total. 10 times more. And the brain bots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the mega minions are strong enough to rip and chop
Yeah.
around like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser beam strong enough to cut
Yep.
through the Earth. So it's bye-bye Death Ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all. Minion. Or Megamind's minion. Old Chump.
He's
Cheap.
way more competent than Dr.
Mario.
Mario. Can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and can match Megamind's brains and style beat for beat. Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind. That was Minion.
While
Minion.
Megamind's army lacks the power of, say, the Mega Minions, having a second in command who's just as smart and capable as him makes up for it. Making a battle
okay.
of their underlings too close to call.
So, neither of them
all
have
right.
a clear edge in weaponry or their henchmen. What matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru and Megamind have their share of just the genius moments and bad luck. But even in the face of things gone wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing his missions. Unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman, but even during their villain phases, Gru found some success, unlike Megamind.
He
Yeah.
has a bad habit of
A death battle assumes each combatant has a winning intent, so Megamind's reluctance to use his deadly weaponry is, god dang it, like, on his own. However, his continued laxness versus Gru consistent success suggests Gru is more practical. Like Tom versus Coyote. Yeah, one episode.
not using his weapon effectively. Like never using the D-gun against the Doom Syndicate. Either because
Right.
he can get easily flustered, or he just loves showing off. So it's more likely Gru could succeed in a whoever shoots first
boss
wins
fight.
quick draw situation with their arsenals.
Quick Draw is right. Megamind dodge an electric blast is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10, meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw. Gru takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After a nail-biting back and forth,
Okay.
he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
Sorry, Megamind. I think you losing was a atrocity.
It's Metros... Atros... The winner is
What?
Melodious Gru.
Okay.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, we got Itadori. And Denji? Oh!
Subscribe and join as a member.
Okay, so I guess there are like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, like one of the most popular mangas, so sure, why not? Yuji versus Denji. Like that's like Denji's like the last person I think. If Yuji has to, you know, fight someone. Don't know why. I mean, again, Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, popular mangas. At least today. I mean, I've been reading like Kagura Bachi and saw the Chainsaw Man movie and watched a few episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. So, but yeah, other than that, Gru vs. Megamind. Low key, I was gonna say something about the animation, but they're not DreamWorks or Illumination. So, I'll give them a pass. They tried. I'll give them that. Universal Copy Strike. Dang. Okay, so with that, gonna be signing off. Phil Legend, signing off. Good day.